Meet Shaun Ross, the first albino male model to break through the fashion world. You might recognize him from Katy Perry's video for E.T. or one of his many appearances modeling for Alexander McQueen, Vogue Italia, and Paper magazine. We caught up with the 20-year-old style icon to talk about how he made his unique look a powerful brand and his future career plans. When did you first realize that you were different and that you looked different? At what age?
Honestly, I can say that I noticed that I was different in my teens. Like, that's when I started noticing, I have, not even just, physically, mentally, everything. I just noticed that I was different. I always felt, those awkward moments where kids wanted to fight, make fun, play jokes, say things, call me names that I just don't want to say in this interview. Getting beat up after school for no apparent reason, it all happened. Kids are cruel, they're mean, they always make fun, it is how it is, that's just how they are.
So you're only 20 years old, but you've accomplished so much. How'd you get started in modeling?
Well, when I was about 15 years old, I put up a YouTube video of me doing some crazy dances, and someone by the name of Shamir Khan, which is a photographer based in New York City, he contacted me and he said, "Hey, how tall are you?" And I think at the moment I was like 5'11", and he was like, I think you could really be a model. And coming from, this place where you're young and people make fun of you all the time, you would never think that, somebody would say that you could be a model. That's like so left field. And he said, "Do you mind coming downtown and if I could take pictures of you?" And I said, "Okay," and went downtown, took pictures, and then I got signed literally an hour later.
You also appeared in Beyonce's video for Party, and tell me about that experience.
Well, the first time I met Beyonce was about 2 years ago, and with Ty Hunter, he's like a father to me. I was helping him out one day. It was on my birthday, and he said, B said, "Get in a car." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I get in a car, and the first thing she says to me, she says, "You are so beautiful." And when she said that, it was like everything from here went like, whew. I was just like, oh my God. And she basically allowed me to listen to her song Party 2 years ago before it came out. And she said, "When this song comes out, I would love you to be in a video. It doesn't matter where it's at, I just want you to be inside of it." And she kept the promise 2 years later.
When did you decide you were going to take your look and make it like your brand, like you have?
I have, great people around me that helped me realize that, you have something special. You have your look that you can turn into. You are a brand. My old booker, Dejami, actually used to tell me all the time, he's like, "You're special. You are literally a brand. You just don't know it." And I'm like, okay, whatever, yeah, brand this, brand that. And he's like, "You don't understand. You are a brand. And you need to realize that you are a brand and believe it." And then when he said that, I'm like, you know what? I'm a brand.
When people want to cast you, like casting directors, do they come out and say, "I'm looking for an African-American male," or do they say, "I'm looking for your look, an albino look"?
Most people don't usually say that they want to cast me because that is the struggle with, me being this person with albinism inside of the industry, is that a lot of casting directors are afraid. The industry is afraid of change, difference, all of it. They're afraid of it. So you always hear the smart remarks where it's like, "Oh, we want to see him." And then when they see me, it's like, "Okay, we get it." And then it's like, they don't know what to do. Some people are like, "Oh, he's ugly." Some people are like, "Oh my God, you're just amazing, amazing." Some people are like, literally, they don't know what to do because they're so overwhelmed. They're like, "Okay, we need you to come back 3 seasons when we get our mind up to there. Because right now we're back in 2004 and you're literally like 2013.
Do you feel that the black community, though, has accepted you?
I think the black community has definitely accepted me. And I love the fact that the black community has accepted me because growing up, I feel the role models that we have in the black community have always been a stereotype. By seeing that every time someone's on television that they have to be performing some acts of, buffoonery, or, we're all underprivileged. And, to see somebody like myself, I am young, to be well-spoken, and to go out and chase my dreams. I think a lot of people, not even just the Black community, all around, you know, people from Guatemala to South Africa, like literally.
Your brand's taken you to a lot of different places. What do you hope the future is for Shaun Ross?
I want to become an inspirational figure for not just kids with albinism or difference, literally people who are finding this gap, you know, in their life that they just for some reason can't cross in any way, shape, or form. Doesn't matter age, anything. I want to be their inspiration to help them get over that gap.